today. It's break. Okay, I'm here at H Mart. It's actually so crowded on Sundays.
Met you by surprise. I didn't realize that
I just got a new journal. I got a dotted.
forever. Saw you stand.
Hello. I'm out of breath. It's a nice fall day today. It's a little cloudy outside, but with the jazz music, it feels so nice. I was just playing jazz music. I had to turn it off.
Dreams are my reality. The only kind of fantasy. Illusions are
Sugar plum. I also have the Lux. These two smell good, but this is more holiday style.
it's meant to be. Dreams are my reality. A different kind of
We are gonna make oyakutan. It's one of my favorite dishes. Oh, onion! I need to wear those goggles or something. Oh, jeez. Hello. This is definitely too small. Be just like really straight. Oh, it's ready, I think. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Ta-da! Yakudan is done. Here's some furikake. This is my favorite brand. It looks so good. First bite. Rewatching. My friend was asking me if I had a good brownie recipe, and then I realized I have no good brownie recipe. I just don't usually make brownies. So I'm going to be trying a recipe, see how we like it. I don't recommend these chocolate chips, but they were the only ones at Costco, so it's just what I'm using.
light up the world in
4
your
teaspoons of salt. I actually have some box brownies in the oven, but I thought it was too terrible to put on camera. For some reason, I'm like, it's not that I have anything against box mixes. It's just, maybe I just do. I'm gonna test it against this recipe. Whoa! The key is to get it really foamy. I'm gonna add some coffee to bring that chocolate flavor out.
Think about you in another life, so bring me up another time.
It was kind of scary, but it's okay. Oh my goodness, this one lasts for a while, so I'll keep it on. Hello, pick up for Alex. Oh, thank you. I just dropped off Boy at his orthodontist appointment, so I'm just getting his breakfast for when he's done.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 7 days a week. Every hour, every minute, every second.
Usually I don't get lots of fast food, but I've been getting fast food lately.
Can you know, night after night, I've been loving you by 7 days a week.
I'm using my handy cam. Hello! I'm gonna try this together. I heard this is really good. Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. This is the pink one. Strawberry Sorbet. That's just the box. Bah! Do you see a color change? I like how it feels. I'm gonna trim my bangs. I'm gonna tell a story. This year, I cut down my friends list by like 80%. Never thought I would have to do this in my life. I used to be a really big people pleaser, which is, I want people to live how they want to live. It's just that for me, it got to a point when I realized, how did I even get here? Because the thing was, I didn't have any boundaries. To me, having a friend meant that I would give them anything. I could not tell people no. I could not say that I didn't want to be friends anymore. I could not say that this, and that was very hurtful. I couldn't say that this, and that should be communicated. For months, I could not forgive myself. It was so, I felt so guilty until I realized that I could apologize to myself and that I can forgive myself. That is what really helped me. There's a lot of good people out there. It's just that sometimes those good people aren't good for us. There's just too many people. The amount of times that I thought about reaching out to past friends, I realized that if I'm doing that, it's like I'm going back to the person I was before. I'm so committed to myself that it's just, why would I go back to something that made me feel that way? Sometimes you stay in friendships because it's comfortable. I'd be in friendships that I was honestly just there because it was more comfortable to stay with them rather than tell them that I didn't want to be friends anymore. They would do things that I would never, I just personally don't align with. At a point, the most upset I was with myself, because I would start thinking, how could I do this to myself? How could I let myself stay with people that made me feel this way? And now it's more like, I've forgiven myself. What the heck is this? Why is it so fancy? There's lots of stuff. My favorite part of new books is smell. It smells so nice. We're gonna decorate our empty journal. Now I know that if there is something that is hurting me, which makes sense to communicate that, right? But I guess I care too much about how they felt that I put their feelings over mine. That's when it became really dangerous. Just like, wow, did I really go through that? If anything, I'm just the most thankful out of it. I know it makes no sense because it was like something that initially was so like negative, but honestly this was something that I could have never bought a lesson for. This is something that no one could have told me about. This was something that I had to go through in order to grow. It's a bit uneven, but look, it's a bunny with wings. Like why didn't I just say that I didn't want to be friends anymore? I was such a big people pleaser that I was so disrespectful to myself rather than tell someone I just didn't want to be friends with them.
Look at the hall.
It's our little hall.
So there's a
Really? Aw. Hello, we're gonna do that ready. There's this one person that I knew in high school was the nicest person. Everybody loved this person and I just didn't want to accept it. It was like after a practice and like they offered me a ride home because I was literally the last person. I didn't have someone to pick me up. They offered me a ride home and this was a Halloween night too. There's people who actually want to help you. The thing was, like, at the time, I didn't accept any help. I was overly independent. It was hard for me to accept help, to accept anything. I grew out of that now. Now I can really just accept stuff. Like if people want to do something for me, I let them do it. Before it was really like unhealthy. And honestly that made my life harder. I didn't want to accept it. I guess I felt guilty. I felt like I didn't deserve it almost. I'm like, thank goodness I'm out of that. I really grew and I'm glad I did. Pep talk for this morning. Goodbye. I love the smell of peonies. Let's see my Trader Joe's haul. This is one of my favorite meals. Salmon, I just put like garlic powder on it. Rice, and then I have one piece of broccoli. That's a really big piece of broccoli. Kewpie mayo, the soup base, and it's so good. This is my go-to meal. It's okay to say. If I don't know what to eat, this is what I go for, and I always feel like super satisfied. Cheers. I always like to finish my vegetables first. Does anyone else do that? I was at Trader Joe's earlier, and everyone were getting these peonies. They also caught my eye too, and I was like, oh, I need to get one. New pen time. This is my favorite pen. Ta-da!
Have yourself. Let your heart be light.
I bought it.
Oh, you bought it? Wait, I need to buy mine.
Wait, that's it?
What do you mean? That's it. In New York.
I forgot to put the chicken after, so the sauce looks a bit different. Hello. I hope you're doing well. A few months ago, I started like really focusing on embracing change, and I guess it really worked because I feel like I just recently discovered that my videos, I believe are labeled as like the aesthetic video, which is really nice, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that I never thought of myself as that kind of person, and then I honestly was trying to force myself into fitting into that category. I personally, I don't think of myself much of a person that fits into that category. I'm really thankful that you do think my style is like that. It's just that it just never really fit the kind of person I am. I think I'm gonna write this in the description because I feel like I'm better at writing things down rather than telling it to you, because it's like I need to see how it looks. My love for you will never change. That's something that will never change. The thing is, I love YouTube. I love being able to talk to you. I love filming and editing. I think it's because I love it so much. I love it and enjoy it so much that you only see like the really joyful and happy parts of me, which is really nice. But I feel like some people might misunderstand that it doesn't represent like who I truly authentically am. And as I grow and change, I realized that there's so many things that I've wanted to say, because really the type of person I am, I'm very straight to the point. Oh, it's quiet now. I'm very straight to the point with my words. I'm very direct, which is why I like to not say anything. I don't want to offend anyone anyway, but it's also, my intentions are never to hurt people, nor is it out of like any type of darkness. It's never out of that. My intention is never to hurt anyone. For so many years, it was just hard for me to voice out my opinions, but now I've gotten to the point where I would like to express myself. But thank you for always being here, and thank you for supporting. As I've always thought, I like to think of this channel as a really huge family, and I'm not sure where I was going with that. But it's just, I guess for a long time, I was just afraid of hurting people's feelings. But to be honest with you, there are billions of people on this earth. I am not going to make everyone happy. If anything, even when I never really shared my opinion, people would still dislike me, which is okay. I understand, like, everyone has their opinions, and I respect that. What you believe is valid, and if you don't like something, that's okay. It's not that it's okay to hurt people. That's like, the intention to hurt people is never okay. That is a different story. But I do understand that there's some people who, they only put out what they feel on the inside. And if they were never shown any true kindness and compassion or love, it makes sense. I understand. And it's not that I tolerate it. I don't tolerate it. But just because someone feels that way doesn't mean that I'm gonna feel the same way back. If there is negativity out there, I never look into it because I really don't care. It doesn't matter because everyone has their own opinions. The thing is, when you get to a certain point with yourself, you really don't care what anyone else says, because that's how firm you are with yourself. That's how much you believe in yourself. And I hope that people who do take it out on others, it's not okay. Don't do that. Don't intentionally hurt people. But I understand that people do this because that's the only thing they've seen. This is what they grew up with, and this is the only thing they've received. But I do send love to these people, and I do hope that they'll find their way back on their path again, because sometimes we do get lost, and that's okay. But it's not okay to hurt people. That's something else. It's okay to be lost. I wish them the best. I wish that they can find peace again, because being in a position like that, sometimes it hurts so much that you have to take it out on others. I don't like telling people what to do or how they should be, because you are a perfect person the way you are. Perfectly imperfect is something I really like. I don't like telling people how to be or what to be, but I'm gonna say it anyway. This is your one and only precious life. You get one precious life. Why are you spending it hurting others when you can enjoy your life? And if you have nothing to enjoy your life, you can find something to enjoy your life. Because this life is so precious. It's such a beautiful thing. And then there are points in our lives where we just don't see that, and I've been at a point like that before. But then you'll come back and realize that your life is really precious. And it's just like, why are you spending your time doing that? Like, find something that you enjoy. Find something that will give you lots of love and happiness. But it's hard. I can see that's hard. Anyway, what I was saying, I got completely off track. This is how I naturally think. When I'm in the videos, the way I talk to the camera is a lot more philosophical. It's a lot more deeper because honestly, I'm a very deep person. And then what I put out on the channel is very like lighthearted, very joyful, which I love. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to be you, because I think for most of my life, I was just afraid to be myself, which is really... If there's anything you want to do with your life, you should go for it and not worry about what other people say. As long as you're not intentionally hurting anyone, definitely go for the things that you want to do. If you're ever worried about what people will think of you, which is okay, that's okay. What does it even really matter? Because they're not you. They would never understand how you really feel and that your goals are so important. I love you. Have a good day. Bye. Hello? No hablo español. I don't know. My Spanish is really bad. I gotta talk to you about the expression you put on your face is so just like crazy sometimes, especially when you don't realize what expression you're putting on. People tend to misread it and think that you were upset or something when really you're just is the exact opposite. In high school, people would often come up to me and ask if I was okay, and they'll ask me, are you sad or something? I'm like, what? This happened like maybe earlier in the year, but it doesn't happen like anymore. It only happens if like maybe if I'm like really tired and I still decide to go out. It's also like, thank you for coming up and asking me if I'm okay. Most of the time, I don't know what face I'm putting on. I could be doing like just a deadpan face and people would think I'm angry. I'm like, I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all. It's just I'm thinking about stuff. When I'm thinking about stuff, I guess I just put on a serious face. But it's also like, I guess the way my features are positioned. I wear my feelings on my face. I feel like you can easily tell what I'm thinking, but it's not usually in a bad way though. Like people would think, oh, you're angry. I'm like, yeah, I have an angry face on, but it's not that I'm angry at you. You know what I'm thinking? You know what I'm saying? Honestly, my mind will start wandering. Most of the time my face is just, I think my face at least is like, I feel like that's my usual face. If I feel like I don't look friendly enough, I put on like a little smile. I'm like, but that's not my natural face. That's me trying to make sure that I don't scare anyone away. I have dimples right here. Do you know that? Isn't that an odd place to have a dimple? I don't even know how to get that. Like, what face do I have to make?